be pissed. If you punch out all the time, be pissed off. That's how I felt. Sure, you felt that way too. Like, I was pissed. If you punched me out, the bases loaded, you punched me out a big switch, I was ticked off. I was actually offended. Oh, you punched me out? At least if I put a ball in play, I'm like, I gave us a shot. It didn't work out. But like, you punch out, you're giving nobody a shot.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, brother?
What's up, dude? You got more Breakthrough Pro shirts?
Yeah, this is a new one. I gotta get you this one. Breakthrough. This is the breakthrough-pro.com. So in case I'm on like McAfee or something, when somebody, remember that one time they're trying to steal the Breakthrough Pro logo. I'm like, all right, well, at least I have the website where you can go join the club.
Yeah. What Casey's talking about is like, I'm online and somebody was selling Sean Casey Breakthrough t-shirts. I'm like, on Twitter or X, I sent it to him. I'm like, there's no way you know this guy. Like,
Yeah,
what's wrong with people, dude? Like, they just stripped your logo.
They're like, as seen on Pat McAfee show. I'm like, what is going on here?
It's so funny how that works. Anyway, all right, let's start today's.
By the way, I want to give a quick plug to Breakthrough Pro, man. For all the guys, I know that a few of the guys in the Breakthrough Pro are listening to the podcast. So appreciate you guys, first off, and second off, dude. We're going into week 7 already. We have 2 more weeks left, and it's been an incredible ride. So for anyone that wants to join the next session, to tell you the truth, we just signed Pitt Baseball. So we're gonna be working with Pitt. We're gonna be working with Pitt Baseball in a couple weeks, taking them through Breakthrough Pro, and then after that, we're gonna start our next session. So be looking for the next session start up, all you guys out there. But it's an incredible program. I mean, I know I run it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's incredible.
Yeah,
So,
Sean did one of the episodes from my basement once, and it was the most electric thing. That the house was shaking. The guy. If you see him go on these rants here, he does it for an hour and a half straight on Breakthrough Pro. It's crazy. It really is the most insane thing I've ever seen. It's worth taking a look at. Breakthrough-pro.com.
Breakthrough-pro.com. Yep.
Nice. All right, couple breakthroughs last night. Let's go walk-off style, dude. Let's start with the Astros because that's like a little bit more of a streaking thing. Yandy goes deep, walk-off time. The Astros are freaking on fire, Sean, and his walk-off was a little more special because like he made history in a bad way right before that.
Yeah, well, he was the first guy to get punched out for a pitch clock violation. Yeah. He gone, and then Diaz comes up in the 9th and walks him off. And it was a big win because I think they've won 11-12 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's a huge loss for Boston. Boston's trying to like stay in the race, and for them to get walked off like that, that's a tough loss because they need. What are they in the race? I believe they're
I got
4.5 back. They're 4.5 back.
Yep.
In the wild card, that's going to be their only chance because I think obviously the Yankees and the O's are playing great baseball. They're 8 wins above them, so they're 4.5 back. So it was a big win for Houston, who now has the largest lead in the West, 5 games up on the Mariners that they've had all year. Think about that, Chinch. They were 10 games back, I think, in like June.
Yes, I know, dude.
They're 5 games up, a 15-game swing on the Mariners.
Yeah, everybody talks about these days. People talk about receipts, right? But Astros fans don't mess around, and they got all the receipts from everybody saying they're finally done. Or the All-Star break, it was like they're done finally. These evil Astros, dude. That franchise knows what they're doing, man, and they got good players on that team. It's crazy.
Yeah, they are the furthest thing from done, dude.
Yeah, and nice parallel here. You're talking about like a bad loss for the Red Sox. Rough loss for the Orioles last night on a separate walk-off, and you wouldn't even know who was playing in a game because the pimp job by Francisco Alvarez last night may have been the all-time. I think it may have surpassed the Joey Bats throwing the bat like into the stands on that one playoff walk-off.
Yeah.
As soon as the ball made contact with his bat last night, Sean, it was over. It was like a mariachi party going down a first baseline. The entire team was on a field. It was like a Little League World Series walk-off hit, which is great. It's great.
No, it's great. Yeah. Well, Joey Bat set the standard, dude. I think when he hit that ball and was at 15 and he threw the bat in the air and everyone's up in arms. Like, dude, dude, there's guys hitting 205 now that are there. I'm like, bro, I think you have to be at least hitting 270 and be a good player to go nuts. Seriously, some of these guys hitting 205 and like they hit a walk-off or just a home run, not even a walk-off, Chinch, just a homer. They're going bananas. I mean, Francisco Alvarez, you'd have thought this guy's been in the league 20 years by the walk-off that he had. But I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Guys are excited. You walk it off. You're in New York. It's part of the game now. I don't mind it, dude. It's part of the game. It's exciting. If they're having fun, it's all good. I think the biggest thing is that, hey, the pitchers, when they're punching guys out too, they're celebrating. So as long as it's going both ways, where the pitchers are celebrating, the hitters are celebrating, I think you can live with it.
Yeah, fair game there. And the Mets have been grinding. They've had a couple tough losses. They've had a couple good wins, but like they've been grinding hard. That was emotion. There was a lot of emotion that went into that one. So I'm okay with it. I mean, it was just an all-timer though. It was great to see.
It was great, dude. It was great. But guy was, like I said, he's like, this is our house.
Who was it? It's funny. I was watching highlights today. Somebody put a highlight up of Barry Sanders. And whenever I see Barry Sanders football highlights, I just stop on it and I just watch him and I forget how amazing and crazy he was. But you remember when he used to score a touchdown, he used to hand.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's the opposite of Alvarez as Barry Sanders. Greatest running back of all time would just hand the ball to the ref. And you're like, that's boring. But like, no, that's Barry Sanders. I know. It's like, I always say, people would always, when I was coming up, dude, it was always like, or when I played, it was like, act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
Almost like you homer round the bases, dude. Like that's almost now, like that's almost not as, that you don't see that as much. Guy homers and even like the player you think would do that, still there's bat flips happening and stuff. But, I mean, I just think of Matt Williams, dude, would crush balls and then he'd run or sprint around the bases. That's how I was kind of taught. I thought of Matt Williams when I was like, act like you'd been there before, like hit it and run.
Yeah. Well, remember you have the great story and we had him on like when you were facing the Astros and you kind of pimped a home run once. And what'd they do to you there?
I didn't pimp the homer. I rounded third and pointed to my friends, which you didn't even do back then. Now these guys are pointing to everywhere. You point around in the base, you just point to everyone you see in the crowd. But yeah, Jeff Bagwell wanted to kill me when I rounded third base. I'm like, let's go. And it was just to my buddies, my three like bum buddies from college, 4 guys. We had the LVP and the MVP for the trip. And I was like, if I homer off Jose Lima today, I'm the MVP of the trip. And I homered like second deck in Houston. I'm like, MVP of the trip.
So good. Max Muncy knows how to hit home runs. He's back in the lineup for the Dodgers. Hit a home run last night. I pose this question to you, Sean. Now that they're getting healthy here, do the Dodgers have the best lineup in baseball? Because last night was kind of their go-to lineup for a big series.
Well, I mean, they got 3 guys that are, in the MVP talks, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. And, Teoscar Hernandez obviously having a big year. Will Smith's now, what's great is Gavin Lux last night hit 5th. Will Smith hit 6th. So the emergence of Lux has been huge for that lineup. And then Max Muncy hit 7th with the power that he has and, hit the big home run last night. So, yeah, it just got a lot deeper. There's no doubt about it. Definitely one of the best lineups in the game.
It's a lot deeper. Like, look at what the top of the lineup did. You got Ohtani went 1 for 3 with a walk, and then Betts goes 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Like, they're on half the time. That's your 2 hitters in your lineup. You're gonna win a lot of games that way. It's not even a question, right?
No, there's no doubt, dude. I mean, listen, you look at the Yankees. You look at with Soto and Judge, and then you look at that Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. 3-headed monster. It's just pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, let's stay in that division a little bit because, we've been talking about who the the best young players are in baseball, and we're going straight to the Padres, dude. And look at the top 3 teams in NL West. They're all 7-3 in their last 10 games, which is pretty amazing, dude. And they're all
Yeah.
7 by 4 games. But dude, the Padres have a little magic, dude. That I didn't. They've put it together, and they have a happy team right now. I think it's the best way to put them.
I agree. And dude, one of the biggest things right now is the emergence of Jackson Merrill. When we keep talking about this dude, and like he talks about last night, he came up with the big game-winning hit, and what did it say? Merrill went with Matthews' 0-2 changeup, laced a bases-clearing double the opposite field, providing 3 runs that proved to be the decisive runs. But I love what he said here. 21-year-old kid. Once you get to 2 strikes, it's just fight. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You got to fight. I love that, dude. Like, that's the mentality that we should be having. And hopefully that's the mentality of more young kids coming into this game of you get to 2 strikes, fight your butt off. It's about competing. It's not just about how's my swing feel? How's my arms? How are my hands working? How's my leg working? Am I getting my foot down? Uncle with that. When you're 12 years old in the backyard playing with football, you're not thinking about any of that crap, but you can hit. And hitters are born to hit, dude. I really believe that. So you get to 2 strikes. We don't need to be thinking about that stuff. Fight. If it's got to be your butt out and just flip one to left, if it's got to be, just do not let guys beat you. Do not punch out 200 times and be okay with it. Fight. Put the ball in play. Do something. And that good things happen when you do so. But dude, Jackson Merrill has come up with more game-winning home runs, game-winning hits this year. I mean, I have to think right now he's going to be the front runner for Rookie of the Year over Paul Skeens with what he's doing and what he means to that team. The Pirates went a totally different direction. The reason that the Padres and the Diamondbacks are where they're at, especially the Padres, is big reason Jackson Merrill. So it's. I know we've talked about him a few times these last couple of weeks, but he keeps doing it. He keeps being a headliner in the headlines of baseball.
Yeah, big time. And back to your 2 strike thing. Remember how great it was? Like, first of all, you used to hear announcers say things like this. He spoiled that pitch. That was a good pitch. He spoiled it. How great was it? Sean Casey, 302 career hitter. You're up there and somebody beats you and you foul the ball into like the opposing dugout, and then you hit that ground ball up the middle and get that run in.
Yeah.
The next pitch, spoiling pitches. Like you said, get your ass is hanging out, but you just get a piece of that breaking ball on the outside corner. Like, how great is that?
You used to love that, dude. I used to think to myself, like, if you beat me, you're going to have to beat me late. I'm pulling it out of the catcher's mitt. Like, so many guys now are beat early, so early. Like, what do you think these guys are trying to throw you with 2 strikes? The deception, they're trying to throw one out of the zone or make the deception so good that you're out there early. Like, turn your vision on, slow down, choke up, do whatever it takes. Let the ball travel. Let the ball get deep. Let it make its last movement on the cutter, the sinker, the curveball. Let it make the last movement where you can make a decision a little later and put the ball in play. It's a little bit more of a defensive swing because you earn the right to let it rip 3-0, 0-0, 2-0, 3-1, high leverage counts. When you get to 2 strikes, you've lost that right a little bit, dude. You've lost the right to let it eat. Now it's time to put it in play. It's a different mentality. I just hope more and more guys are talking like that. Like, you got to fight. You got to compete. You got to find a way, as opposed to, well, I took another good swing and just missed. Like, no, dude, be pissed. If you punch out all the time, be pissed off. That's how I felt. Sure, you felt that way too. Like, I was pissed. If you punched me out, the bases loaded, you punched me out a big switch, I was ticked off. I was actually offended. Oh, you punched me out. At least if I put a ball in play, I'm like, I gave us a shot. It didn't work out. But like, you punch out, you're giving nobody a shot.
I love that, dude. Yeah, dude, you broke your bat in 9,000 pieces when Al Leiter got you.
I wanted to charge Al Leiter for punching me out. I still pissed off about it.
Imagine, dude, that'd be so great. Somebody strikes out and then you just charge him out because you're so mad.
Dude, I saw that one time. One of the 12-year-old kid here, like when we were growing up, he was like 3 years older than me. He punched out. Literally, he was the best player. He never struck out. He struck out and charged the kid, fought him. And I think his dad started fighting parents in the stands. He was like, "Go get him, son." And the kid's like, "What? That's little Johnny out there on the mound." He's like, "Oh yeah? How about you wear one of these and a kisser?" True story, bro.
Dude, man, that upper Pennsylvania.
Upper St. Clair, baby. We're rough and tumble here. It's like upper middle class.
I love that. It's a great story. All right. One more thing I got to bring up, dude. It's like a two-part question. First part, we're going to give props to Elly De La Cruz because he's, again, on pace for something. Let's see. He would become the 5th player to have a season with at least 20 home runs and 60 stolen bases, but he would be the first to do so before turning the age of 23. So that's first part.
Who are the other guys? Let me. Can I see if I can guess?
I have some stats here.
It's got to be Ricky Henderson, right?
Ricky Henderson.
Did Tim Raines do it?
No, you know the other guy? Joe Morgan did it twice.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You got to go back to the 70s.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
I'm saying, guys, if you're thinking about baseball, guys haven't done that in a long time.
Right. Well, I mean, well, actually, we got to add as did what's his name do it last year? MVP.
Oh yeah. Acuna did it.
Acuna. Yeah, there's one more. There's a really cool stat here. Hold on, let me pull this.
And also, Chinch, like, don't forget. I think we forget here. Like, the bases. Think about how tough it is to throw a guy out over the course of baseball. Now you're taking those bases are 3 inches bigger on each base. That's 6 inches you're giving these guys. And if this is such a game of inches, which it is, right, you're giving elite base runners 6 inches. That's why I think that's a big reason you saw 40-70 last year. You're seeing De La Cruz, still, and that just makes Ricky Henderson the greatness of Ricky Henderson goes to another level when you see, oh, look, these guys are stealing bases. It's better for the game. Henderson was stealing 120 a year.
Mm-hmm. He was. Yeah, greatest hitter of all time.
Yeah.
I think he's your leadoff hitter on the all-time baseball team.
Oh, there's no doubt, dude. He might be on Mount Rushmore of baseball.
Yeah, I got a couple more stats here. This is cool. 30-30 club has been done 70 times by 47 players. Last to do it was Shohei and oh shit, he did it this year already.
I already did.
That's crazy. 40-20 has been done 35 times by 23 players.
40-20, like 40 homers, 20 bags.
That's correct. 30 homers, 40 bags has been done 21 times by 16 players. Witt did it too. Acuna and Witt did it last year. 20 homers, 50 stolen bases has been done 22 times by 14 players. Elly is doing that right now. 40 homers, 30 stolen bases has been done 14 times by 12 players. And then 20 homers, 60. It's been done 7 times by 4 players. That's it.
Wow,
And that's what he's up against. How about 50-20? Can you name how many times that's been done?
4.
Boom, ding, ding, 4. Last to do was A-Rod in 2007.
Okay, wow.
40-40's only been done 5 times. Acuna obviously is in that. 20 homers, 70 stolen bases. It's been done 4 times by 3 players. I don't know.
Ooh. Who are those players?
Let's see. Does it have it on here? I don't have the names of that one. Oh, well, obviously Ricky Henderson's on there.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Acuna.
Eric Davis.
Acuna? No, Eric Davis. Remember Eric Davis had like 37 homers and 50 bags, and he missed like 40 games that year.
No, that's it. Dude, you got it. Look here, Davis. He went 27 homers, 80 stolen bases.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, if Eric Davis didn't get hurt, he'd be one of the greatest players of all time.
487 plate appearances.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah. He didn't get up to 487 plate appearances to qualify for the batting title. He would have won the batting title.
87 bags.
Yeah. 30-50's been done 3 times. 30-60, Acuna's the only one that's done that. 40-60, Acuna's the only one that's done that. 40-70, Acuna's the only one that's done that. That's a pretty cool stat, man.
That's incredible.
That's an all-time stat.
So
right.
cool, yeah.
What else we got going
Awesome.
on?
No, man, nothing. Just
Sundays at Breakthrough Pros, aren't they?
yeah, Sunday night Breakthrough Pro, man. Yep, Sunday. It's gonna be awesome. I'm taking Carly to Fordham this weekend, dude.
Oh,
yeah, taking Carly on Saturday. I must admit, dude, I have some legit sadness. I'm like, oh man, I feel like a little heavy. I'm like, It's no doubt like dropping your little girl off to school. Like you drop your sons off. It was sad when we dropped Andrew off. When you dropped Jake off the second one, all right, dude, see you later.
Yeah.
You know, but your first daughter, ooh. And then, dude, it was Jillian's first day of school this morning. I'm waking up at 6 o'clock. She's like, if you don't wake me up by 6:15, so I wake up at 6:15. I'm making her breakfast. Getting her off to school, walking himself. It was good. So we got action, dude. School starting. Carly's starting school. Jake's back at school. Jilly's starting high school. So
Starting high school.
stuff.
Dude, you got 4 more years until the empty nest, dude.
That's right, dude. 4 more years, bro.
I can't
4
imagine
more
Sean
years.
Casey in an empty nest. You're gonna be you're just gonna be traveling the country following your.
I'll be trying. Yeah, dude. Sarah and I like to travel. We like, dude. And tell you the truth, I like my life. Like, I like my house. I heard something the other day, what this one guy was talking about, putting a wig on a pig. You know what I mean? He's like, if you're waiting for the weekends because you can't stand your life or you can't stand your job, that's a wig on a pig. Like, I actually love I love my life. I love my routine. I love being home. I love sitting on the porch. You know what I mean? So when I always feel like if you can get there, when you go on vacation, it elevates your life a little bit. It's not like, oh, can't stand life and then bam, I'm on vacation, like living for the vacation 3 months from now, living for the weekends. Like, I'm saying, like, dude, let's live for every day. So throwing it out there, things are going good, Chinch. You know what I mean? Like, I think when I'm an empty nester, I'll enjoy sitting, watching a show with Sarah, sitting on the porch, having my coffee, doing my routine and all the craziness. It'll probably be even crazier routine. I'll be cold plunging for like an hour, come out like, hey, guys, drowning in there.
Nice. All right. Everybody be happy like Sean Casey. Let's
No, dude. It's an every day, dude. Day one, every day, right?
day one every day. All right, great, bro. Great way to end the show today.
Okay, man. Chinchy, love you, brother, tons. Everyone out there, we really appreciate you listening. Subscribe and download, please, if you can. Moving the needle. Chinchy, we got to do a giveaway or something, dude. We're at 3.7 on YouTube or something. We're closing. We got to get to 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000.
So let's do. Let's talk off air. We'll figure out a giveaway. We'll start going down that road again.
Somebody actually, that's so funny you say that. Somebody yesterday on our YouTube page wrote, if I'm the first person to post on this, can I get a free autograph something from Sean Casey?
There we go. Well, yes. We're gonna put it out there, and we're gonna make sure that we start doing that again.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, you have a great day.
All right, Chinchy. Love you, man. Have a great day, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone else, see you out there. See you tomorrow.